probably the biggest fish I've caught on a YouTube video on camera. Here we are. There she goes, swimming off happy. Hello and welcome back to the channel. You join me down Barron's Pond on the NMG fishery complex. After a successful weekend's fishing last week, we're back down here to try and get amongst some of these carp again and hopefully a few of the bigger residents. So we're going to do less of the talking, make the most out of our time and hopefully bag a couple of fish. So I'm going to run you through the approach I'm going to be using this session, and that is a 7.5 inch boom onto a spinner rig with a size 4 crank in barbless. Baiting approach is with the Ace Baits natural nut pop-up, which done its bits for us last weekend and it just speaks for itself. If you want to go bag yourself any of the products you see in this video, head over to acebaits.co.uk and get 15% off your pre-orders and save yourself a little bit of money. So we've got a 3-ounce lead into a lead clip setup and a little section of rig tubing just to pin it down to the lake bottom and also protect them scales of the fish if we do hook into any. So I'm going to walk around, get some bait on them spots, a handful of boilie, a handful of pellet, cast them over at 9.5 wraps. So all I've done is I've just walked around to the back margin on the 2 locations that I'm going to be fishing and baited prior that causeway back there. If you can use that to your advantage by getting right up to your spots and baiting accurately, do it. It's the best way you're going to get the bait there, even with a catapult or a spod. Hand placing it is a lot better. So all I did was I chucked out about 20 boilies or so, 15 millers, and then using the Ace Baits mixed size pellets just like so, handful of them down there just to get them carp grabbing around and picking and choosing from the sizes. So now I think it's time to cast them rods over there and hopefully get off to an early start with one of these carp. So there we are, the rods are out there, spot on, a lot more quick and efficiently than I thought they would. They both hit the clip first time, went in there lovely. I'm pretty happy with them. Going in with a small baiting tactic for winter, just to trick 1 or 2 carp up, and hopefully we can see a few of them on camera during the session. So I'm going to sit back and relax now and stop boring you with the talking, and hopefully we can bring in some of the catching. Here we go, first one of the session, only took 5 minutes, talking about quick bites. Cracking fish. Let's slip her back, get that rod back out there. I had to unhook her on the mat because I couldn't get it out in the net. And then hopefully we can get amongst a few more and a couple of more quick bites. Happy days, great start. Let's see what the rest of the session brings us. So let's talk about quick winter bites after receiving that one. It doesn't take long at all if you are on the carp, so do your homework, find out on the venue what pegs are doing bites at certain times of year, and that's a good pointer to where to go. The other one is visual aspects, that is looking for carp rolling, jumping or fizzing. I saw one roll, put the bait on it, got the rod straight over there and had one pretty much instantly. And then it goes down to bait as well, a great winter bait. That would be a nutty based boilie or your pop-up. Also along with your bird seeds, milky flavours, more the sweet ones rather than the fishy ones. I use fishy baits during the summer and then the sweeter ones during the winter, just like so. The nutty bait straight onto showing carp and we've landed one. So let's go back to the waiting game and hopefully it doesn't take long for our next one. So I'm having an absolute mare, well not a mare, I'm 15 minutes into my session. I've had 3 runs, I've just lost another one unfortunately. I don't know what's going on today. Exact same approach as the other day and I landed them all, but I'm just going around to put some more bait in. They're clearly on it, and could imagine after 3 runs there's not a lot left after what we put in, so let's go get some more bait in, sharpen them hooks up and then get them back out there. So it's probably been about 1.5 to 2 hours since we had them flurry of runs, but it's definitely died down a bit. They are still over there. I've just walked around and put over a couple of handfuls of mixed pellets just to try and keep them on them spots. About 20-30 boilies on each spot as well, just to try and get them interested and get them there before them temperatures drop tonight, and see if we can sort of keep them on that spot and hopefully have a productive night. Well, good morning. Very quiet night as expected though.
Temperatures are dropping overnight in the winter, like drastically. It slows them carp down from feeding, but normally during the day you can sometimes nick a few more bites, and especially on this venue that there's a bite time sort of from 9 a.m. to midday, and I find that's the best time for it. And that's just coming up. It's 8:30, so hopefully we can bag a few fish today. Can't promise anything though, but finish my drink, clip them rods up, get them out there, and hopefully we can make a little comeback and have a few more carp and get a 20 on the bank, maybe a 30. It'd be nice to see something a bit bigger of size, as it's been a fair few weeks since I've even had a 20. So I'm just going to quickly talk about the ace baits as well. So them baits were out there for 16 hours with no fish, and they still smell as they do as they come out of the pot. And for a pop-up to be out there for 16 hours, I have to give that a proper firm push to even get it off. So they would happily sit out there for 24 hours, 48 hours. So they're a really good bait that I can leave out there confidently, knowing that I'm going to be fishing the whole time, and I haven't just had a bait that's broken down and basically just gone into bits. So happy days. Right, less of that chat. Let's get the bait on there, get it back out there. What a way to start the morning. Rod's just tore off. I've had an half an hour fight with it, and it's some common, I'm telling you. This could be one of the big ones of the lake. I can't even put a size on it at the minute. I haven't weighed it. It's just resting in the sling just down here, and it's probably the biggest fish I've caught on a YouTube video on camera. So what a morning. I'm just going to get that rod back out there. I'm absolutely buzzing. I wanted something good to happen for the video, and it's happened. Should definitely be close to mid-20. Could be bigger than that as well though. So let's bait the rod up, get it out there, and we'll see exactly what we've got. Just look at the pure size of that. There we are, let's get some scales on her. Well, it's not quite as big as I first thought, but it's literally an ounce under 24 pound. Have a look at that. Winter colours on it. It's got a gut on it. It looks a lot bigger. Taking on the ace baits, natural nut pop up again. What a morning. Let's hopefully we can keep this up and bag a couple of more stunners like this. Let's have a look at the other side of her, and then we'll get her back, and hopefully we can bag this one's mother. And here we are. There's our other side. Slightly two-toned, cracking fish. I'm trying to fit it in the frame. It's so long. It's struggling to fit into the frame. There we are. Let's slip her back. Right, so just before you let them go, make sure they're ready to go. They can be absolutely knackered from their fight. If you ran a marathon, would you want to run another marathon? I know it's not on that context, but you get the idea behind it. Just give them a second to rest. Help them slowly move off. Once they start kicking, you can just let them go like that. And there she goes, swimming off happy to go tell her story to the other carp. So after that fish, I've just walked around and rebaited it. I chucked out around 30 boilies on each spot, 2 small handfuls of pellet, and we're getting consistent liners again. Funny thing is, I was talking about that bite time being from 9 a.m. to about 12, and that fish was literally just before 9, so they're definitely turning on at them times. And in winter, that's key to know when your bite times are, because you know when you need your rod spot on, when to leave them out there and when to gauge your bait up, get your bait in. So I know roughly we're in the bite time window now. We've probably got about another hour and a half of that. So putting the fresh bait in, keeping them active on them spots, and trying to get as many coming in as possible to receive as many bites as possible. So hopefully it won't take long before another one goes, but if not, happy days. Another cracking video. Well, I think so anyway. Let me know down in the comments. We've managed a couple of fish, 4 runs, 2 landed, just to basically 24 pound, ounce under. So happy days. Rods are really into action now. Another one down here, sulking in the net. Just reeled in. I'm going to go around, gauge the bait up again and get a bit more in there.
keep working that swim, come back, fresh natural nut pop-ups on, and then straight back over there, hopefully for another one. I will start a slow pack down soon though. We are fish number 3. Well misbehaving this one. Natural nut again, ace baits. Proper dark mirror. Happy days. What a session it's turning out to be. Let's get her back.